Hello there, dear goddess, and welcome. Let me situate myself here. Got my little tripod literally like right here. Oh my goodness, how are we? The start of this Super Signs Sunday. Oh, goodness. I did a special reading for all of us yesterday, Friday. Today is actually Saturday, and I will be publishing the Super Signs Sunday for the week later this evening, which you know this because you're watching it. Welcome, 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 dear goddess. I remind you, you are not alone in this. I am here with you, and there are so many others who are right alongside us. Right now, really, truly, I can tell you the big theme is just to surrender. All right, to disconnect from that outside world, to stop feeding things that you do not want to be expanding. And when you share, such as myself, getting a little more outspoken on my Facebook and things like that, that's literally me rising more and more into my power and saying, this is who I am. This is my perspective. This is what I am choosing to see. And as a result, I feel very empowered because I'm not giving away my power to something outside of myself. And that is what being empowered is. It's being in your power. And the way we do that is we look for and we find our power in these moments. And that's where we anchor ourselves, is where our power is rather than where it is not. And right now, your power is not outside of you, dear goddess. In fact, not just right now, but ever. Your power is not outside of you. You do not have power over things and circumstances that are happening outside of you. Where your power is inside you and how you choose to respond to what is happening outside of you. When we are triggered by things outside of ourselves and we allow that which is outside of us to dictate our state of being within, our emotional state in particular, because that is our vibration. That's our energetic state that we're putting out. If you're in this lower vibration of anger and fear and shame and blame and guilt, then those are all lower vibrations. Those are all 3D states of being. And right now we are in the purge of that. I'm definitely feeling it. There's so many of you right now, myself included, so many of us divine feminines who are recognizing feeling that physical, right? Really feeling a little drained. We got the purge going on, nausea. We got systems draining. Like last weekend for myself, it was my gut. Oh my goodness, my gut was so messed up. It just boom came on, and there was really nothing to precipitate it except that it was just literally this big purge that I needed to have happening. And now it's my sinuses and my lymphatic systems draining. It's right now we are in that purge, dear goddess. And so it is so important that you disconnect from that outside world. You literally take that sanctuary time. Right now, I'm allowing myself to just kind of be in it's my meditation closet is what it is. I have a massage table in there. And I actually started staying in there last weekend because of my gut issues. The bathroom was right over here, and it was a higher, anyway, it was just much better to do that. And I'm really liking my little sanctuary in there because it just feels as though the outside world is so chaotic. Well, dear goddess, you have permission. I'm giving you permission. If you want to sleep on the couch right now instead of in your bed, do that. If you want to sleep on a massage table in a closet right now, and that feels good for you, do that. I share with you a year and a half ago, long before, well, not long, but definitely a few months before COVID hit, I ended up sleeping on my sofa, my chaise, for 2 months. And at one point in time, I started to beat myself up, going, oh my God, Rochelle, this isn't right. You're not sleeping in your own bed. You need to sleep in your own bed. Well, that's that critical parent. And then on the other side, I had to love myself through that and go, wait a minute, well, why do you want to sleep here? Because I want to, because it feels good right now. And so I allowed myself that. I gave myself permission to be where I was. And guess what? after 2 months, I went back, I laid in my bed, and I was there ever since until last weekend when I've ended up in the massage closet. So I'm telling you to give yourself permission, dear goddess. Give yourself permission to do and be where you are, to do the things that feel good right where you are right now. Okay? And sanctuary is definitely going to be a doozy because the energies are so chaotic right now. They're so chaotic. So you've got to be disconnecting to reconnect with yourself. And through this reconnecting, you are connecting with your passion. You're coming back home to yourself, especially as twin flames, dear goddess, especially as twin flames. The only way to come into union with our twin is to come home to union within, which means to really be reconnecting with the truth of you, what lights you up. Right now, I feel you, sister, I feel you, where the shadow wants to tell you that all hope is lost and that we'll never be free again. We'll never get to travel the world. I'll never get to go to Goa and be with my love, or he'll never get to come here. Any such things, because that's just the way it looks right now. But what is happening now, it's already manifest. Excuse me. Sorry. What's happening now is already manifested. All right. We are just living the result of it. But we are here to create this new earth energy, which means we live from an authentic space. We are who we are, and we are embraced for that, just as we show others that the value of being truly themselves, that nobody is here to fit in a box. This is why I love when my love would call me baby, because it always takes me back to Dirty Dancing, the very end, where he says, nobody puts baby in a corner. Well, nobody puts this bitch in a box. Okay? You are unique for a reason. You have your own unique passions. Things light you up for a reason, because those are your gifts here to share with this world. The brighter you shine your light, the more you give someone else permission to shine their light, goddess. That is how we lead by example. That is how we be the change. So focus on what excites you, what feels good for you. And in doing so, this is what's raising the vibration of the planet, which is what we're here to do. As we go through this ascension process, we are here to raise the vibration, to assist with this ascension, which means to be raising our vibration as we rise through ascension. Okay? So focus on the good shit. Okay? What excites you? And recognize that even as you are coming home to you, there's going to be all sorts of shadows hidden along that path. Everywhere. But you can choose to look at that shadow as the lesson, as your strength training, as that which is helping you to become that better and better version of yourself. For so long, I would resist my shadow. I would fight it. And I'm not going to deny that there are not times that I still don't fight her. But that just prolongs the suffering of it. And pain is guaranteed, but it's the suffering and the length of suffering that we put ourselves through. It's up to us. It's up to us. So we are the ones responsible for doing this work on ourselves, for looking at these shadow aspects within and going, what is this teaching me? How can I shift this so that I am more aligned with what I'm choosing to create, more aligned with what excites me, and stop letting what is in this darkness stop me from what is in my light. Don't let this dim this. Allow it to become an amplification for you. This can feed this. Okay? And it does. Because as we rewrite and we release the dark in this, we integrate it into that light and we become brighter and brighter and brighter. And that is why you're here, goddess. You are here to shine your light bright for all to see. Oh, and there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, I am not surprised with this card. Discernment. This is literally the theme right now with what's going on is things are not at all what they seem. Not at all, which is all the more reason to disconnect and let what is happening outside unfold as God, source, great spirit, great mystery, universe, whatever label you choose, that allow the higher power, that which creation is, to do its own thing. Because that is not where your power is anyway, to attempt to control that. Your power is inside of you. That knowing is inside of you. So come back home to yourself and recognize that all is not as it seems. And take delight. Take delight in all the little things, the blessings of your life. Amplify this passion. Remember that what you put out is what you get back. And when you are in a space of gratitude and appreciation, that is raising your vibration, that is putting out into the universe the energy to attract more things that match that frequency. You are the catalyst, goddess. And this is why, again, we must withdraw, we must pull back, and we must decide that we are done with feeding the narrative, with feeding the lower frequencies, and it's time to definitely integrate that shadow self. Take delight in all the blessings that the universe has to bestow upon you. All right? And this, by doing this, it's going to help you to raise that vibration, to trust that everything is working out for you. Okay? I assure you, it is always darkest before the dawn. And that the darker it may appear, trust that the brighter it actually is. Okay? It's kind of like what's coming to mind is when it's stormy, when there's storm clouds in the sky, right? You look up and you don't see the sun and you say, well, the sun's not shining. Technically, the sun's always shining. You just got to remove the barrier between you and the sun. But that sun always shines behind those clouds. And the same with this perceived darkness that we may find ourselves beneath. I assure you, the light still shines, and it shines brighter than ever. And looky there, the age of light. Holy moly. You have been training for this for lifetimes, dear goddess. For lifetimes. We are in the greatest time of human history ever. Ever. So to be here during this time, to be a part of this shift is truly an honor. And when you begin to tell the story that way, then guess what? That's how you're going to live. You're going to be more appreciative. You're going to be more recognizing of your role in this experience here and how much power you do have. How much power you do have. Now, what I'm going to do is pull angel numbers and an animal messenger. I haven't done this in a while, and I will leave these details because I don't know all of these by heart, and that's the truth of it. And I will give you this information with the post in the description below. And yeah, exciting times, exciting times. So there we go. 66 and 30 are our numbers, and take them in any way that they resonate with you. As I said, I will be looking up for us all to see what the spiritual meaning of all of these angel numbers are for us. In addition to one of my favorite things that I love are the animal messengers, and we have the crab today. So I will get those details for you, dear goddess. Oh, I remind you, now is the time to really be withdrawing from that outside world. Be as you are in the knowing that you are the arrow that's being pulled back in the bow. You're not rocket launching yet. You're not perfectly standing still. You're being pulled back. You're drawing back your energy, right? You're calling back things. You're cutting these cords. You're integrating these lessons. You are really recognizing that, wait a minute, things are not as they seem, and I need to be more of an observer, which means to be disconnecting from out there. I've got to be connecting in here, and I've got to recognize that I am the one that's creating this reality here. I'm the one that's anchoring this new earth. So what am I choosing to anchor? The age of light. Shine it, goddess. Shine your light. That said, I'm here for you. You can book your own private session at empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. Again, that's empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, dear goddess. Let's take this just one day at a time. That's where our power is right here, right now in this moment. It's time we connect with it. Go create amazing, goddess. The power is in your hands because it's always been inside you. Namaste.